What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation back again with another video. And today we are here with the Lamborghini Revuelto just as a backdrop, but that is not the subject of this video. The subject of this video is how to save money when you are a compulsive spender. And I'm going to be honest, I definitely have a little bit of that compulsive spending habit in my blood a little bit. But it wasn't always like that. It got more to be like that for me once I knew I could afford certain things and I had money invested. So in this video, I'm going to give you some strategies and some tactics to save money, to trick yourself into not being a compulsive spender, so that you can save money and increase your net worth, increase your spending power later on in the future, and all of those good things. So let's get right down to it. Okay, so the first strategy is out of sight, out of mind. So we're gonna these are like some tricky things that you sometimes have to do. If you know, like when you get paid, you like to spend your money on stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally, or maybe you shouldn't spend your money on. And I definitely have used this trick myself. But basically what it means is when you get paid, you need to find places to put your money where you won't look at it and won't see it and won't spend it. So for example, when you get paid, where you work you might have a 401k program. Put some of your money in the 401k. A lot of people recommend that you should max out your 401k contribution when your company offers like contribution matching and that kind of thing. That's like free money. So that's one thing that I've done in the past is I'll put some money in a 401k. The other thing that I'll do to hide money is, and I'm going to kind of start from some of the strategies I used when I was making less money to some of the strategies I use now that I'm making more money than I made when I was first getting started, like out of college when I was in my 20s and that kind of thing. All right, so back when I was in my 20s, and I still kind of do a little bit of this now. The other thing you can do is you can get a different savings account at a whole different bank. So like the bank that you use to get your direct deposit from work and to do all of your checking and paying bills and paying for your monthly expenses and stuff, you keep that in one bank account. You go to a whole different bank where you don't have a debit card and you don't have a checkbook with that account. So basically the only how you can get access to the money is to go physically to the bank and try to get some of the money out to use it, but no debit card, no checkbook. So you get a whole different bank account, and every month when you get paid, or every 2 weeks when you get paid, or whatever, is you move money into that account that you can afford to save, and then you never look at it. So I actually do that to this day. I use this, and this is something else that you could do. I use this online investing account called Acorns. And what Acorns does is it pulls money automatically out of my checking account every week. It pulls like money out and then invests it in Acorn. And I used to have a debit card, but I don't use it. But I don't even really look at that money except for like once a month. And I'm not doing any withdrawals to use that money for anything. It just automatically gets taken out. It's a small enough amount where I won't miss it, but it's a big enough amount where it's invested over time. And to be honest, I think I'm up $30,000 in profit off of those investments, having done that for I think I've been doing Acorns for about 3 years, something like that, maybe a little longer. But it's up like 30 grand or over 20% return on investment in that Acorns account. All right, so that's one example of automatically taking money out, putting it in different accounts so that you can't see it. Let me give you another strategy. Automate your savings. So that Acorns was a good example, but the only way this really works is if you can hide the money from yourself. So you can automatically pull money out of your account in an amount that you can afford and put it into an account that you can't see, and preferably an investment account. I like that Acorns because they have a really good app. They have a really good website. You can go in there and check out what your money is doing. It can show you projections on investments. So, no sponsorship from Acorns, but maybe I should look into that. All right, here's another strategy that actually this works really good for me. And it's real old school. This is an old school strategy. And that strategy is when you're paying for your day-to-day expenses, like grocery shopping, shopping for clothes, or retail shopping, use cash when buying those things, because when you, that physical act of paying cash and looking to see how much cash you have left and then how much you're going to spend can sometimes slow you down from spending, compared to if you just got a credit card or a debit card and you're not seeing your balance, you're not seeing anything, you're just swiping that card and paying for stuff. You're likely to spend way more money using a card than you would if you were using cash. So you can put a budget together every month or every week, every 2 weeks, whatever it takes. Give yourself an amount of cash that you want to use for that week or for that month, and then use that cash, and then you see how much you have left for whatever, how much time you got left in the month until you get paid again. So using cash is something that you can do as well. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna throw away these notes that I took, and I'm gonna just speak from the heart, because to be honest, I don't need all this. Let's open this up real quick. All right. I don't need that to talk about some of my real strategies that I use. All right. So here's some strategies that I use, like as I started making more money. And I had, like, before I bought my first Lamborghini, I could definitely have bought a Lamborghini with cash. But I did not do that because I was trying to save money instead of spend money, right? So what I did to keep from spending that available cash that I had is I bought things that would be hard to liquidate. I bought assets. And then once I bought those assets and paid cash for those assets, I didn't have any money left over to burn on stupid stuff. So for example, I had saved up $300,000 from all, like, my life savings before I got started in the real estate game. I could have went out with that $300,000 and bought a Huracan. I could have bought a Gallardo in cash. I could have bought whatever car I wanted at the time. But instead, I spent that money on investments. I bought real estate with it. And with that real estate, once I bought the real estate, I couldn't easily get access to the money. I would have to go and pull out a line of credit or something like that. So as money came in with my business, whew, instead of spending the money on cars or clothes or anything like that, or vacations, I took that money and I immediately was buying real estate. I was using the money as a down payment. I was getting loans from the bank, and I was building up my real estate portfolio and spending money on real estate. And I made it a fun thing to do, but I was actually building my net worth. But I had fun with it because I would just, instead of shopping for clothes and vacations and cars and stuff, I made fun shopping for houses. So I started shopping for houses, buying houses, and then of course that built up my net worth. And then eventually I got to the point where I could start playing with cars and buying Lamborghinis and stuff like that. And I can kind of justify that because you could take a vacation to Africa or to the Middle East, to Dubai or something like that, and you could spend $20,000 on a trip to Dubai. But I might buy a Lamborghini Gallardo, and I buy it for $100,000, and I could turn around, if I needed to, I could get all of that money back by selling the car. Maybe you lose $5,000, or you might even gain or make $5,000 when you sell the car. So I kind of justify my car hobby by trying to find good deals on cars, to where when I'm ready to sell it, I can actually make a little bit of money with it. So these are my little tips on strategies for saving money, strategies for not being a compulsive buyer. The number one thing you have to do if you have that issue is hide the money from yourself by putting it somewhere where it's hard to get, like an investment account, a savings account at another bank where you don't have a debit card, you don't have a checkbook or whatever to access the money. You have to go physically there to get it, and you automate putting the money there so it just is gone and you don't touch it. So somebody asked me this question in my comments, so I figured I wanted to make a quick video about it, and then of course share a little bit of this here Lamborghini Revuelto with the content in the video. I wanted to give a shout out to the winner of our comments contest. So I had a contest on one of my videos with the Aston Martin, and I said the person that drops the best comment, they're going to win this free hat from Aston Martin. So let me guys show you this hat from Aston Martin. Beautiful brand new hat. It's a nice texture, beautiful. Look at that, Valvoline Formula One team. All right, so you're going to win this hat, the Aston Martin hat. But let me tell you guys who won. His name, his username is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to spell it. IMYANIGMW. Amya Amyani Imyani GMW. All right, but let me read you guys the comment that he dropped. The comment was some rap videos, automotive acquisitions far from the average margin. Aston Martin, if you're asking pardon, paddle shifting with a bad Latina as my passenger, Amiga, academic genius and a positive demeanor, led to Lambos, Beamers, and pastures that agree. Passive income and property flipping feed my auto addiction. Remain humble and always stick to the knowledge agenda. It's been a minute. I got to give my Ferrari attention. And in the meanwhile, you can like, comment, and follow. Subscription. That's dope. That's dope. That was dope. That's definitely the #1 comment, man. That was lit. So get at me. Hit me on my email, get@willmotivation.com so I can send you this hat. And definitely dope comment. And we'll give away something else. So if you guys want to drop a comment on this current video, best comment wins. And we'll send you, I got all kind of stuff to give away. Free t-shirts, all kind of stuff.
Welcome to Will Motivation. Will Motivation leave out all the hating? This is Motivation Nation, where we have fun and make moves.
Trying to figure out how to put this thing in Corsa mode. There we go, Corsa. Yeah. So we're in the Beast today, right now. We are in the Lamborghini Revuelto. And what are we doing? We are taking the car to Esoteric Fine Auto Detailing, which is actually conveniently just right up the street from me, I'd say about 6 or 7 miles from my house. And the reason we're heading to Esoteric, it's muddy out here, is because we are dropping off the Revuelto to, there's a winter car show, and they're going to show off some special cars. So because Esoteric did the PPF on my Revuelto, I offered to allow them to show the car as like a featured vehicle during the car show and let people enjoy it. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to recruit some people to speak at some future events with the kids, because like I said, I'm trying to use this car for good. So we're going to use this car as a recruiting tool at the event and hopefully get some new people to help us talk to the kids at some of the speaking engagements we do during the year. So we're going to use the Revuelto. We're going to pimp it out a little bit. All right, so we're going to go drop the car off. And then the second half of this video, we're going to show you guys the actual car show. So this is kind of the behind the scenes, but it should be a really spectacular car show tomorrow. So stay tuned.
Have no fear, M4 gone, but we pulling up in the Aston so fast. In your seatbelts, no time for crashing. What's happening? No more politics, just follow this. Truth is hard, but you gotta swallow it. Will motivation show you hate, make the way. Positivity every day, make sure you get paid.
Okay, so we just pulled up to Esoteric Detail. They're one of the nation's premier detail shops where they specialize in paint correction, PPF, all kind of good things. So maybe after the car show, I may leave the car here and get black PPF in the center of my roof. And something, let me show you guys real quick what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about black PPF in the middle of the roof, but leaving this body line right there green. So this body line here will stay green, and then black in the middle, black up until about right here, and I guess take the black down, probably will line it up right here. So I'll talk to them about that, but let me know what you guys think, because I will post this video pretty soon. But this will be the Revuelto's very first car show in the middle of the winter in Columbus, Ohio. So, oh, how you guys like my sticker there? You gotta have that on there to make it official. uh, so people know where to get the content related to the Revuelto. I mean, that's another thing. Let me know. I could do a black sticker and put it, somewhere on the paint, like maybe under the body line or something. I could put a black one, or I could just leave that there on the window. And it kind of goes, the car is kind of bright, greenish yellow. It's got a citrusy green yellow. Uh, so to me, I kind of like it with the yellow one. But let's go ahead and get a walk around of the car.
Yeah, Arch Reigns. Now the batteries is fading, I'm doing one done. Still remember where I'm from, all the peeps that I came with. Told them I would make it, now we all speaking greatness. But wait, it's the same kid, I must be dreaming. Came from the bottom, now we pull up in Lamborghinis. Came up in Ohio where the winters get cold. Mom and dad struggling, trying to keep us in the home. Had to see the bigger picture, never settled for the norm. Knew that I was different, I was destined to be more. Hit the books hard, took a shot at fate. Packed up, left the city, had to level up the game. Went to college, putting knowledge in my brain. No excuses, made a way, now the world know my name. Still remember where I'm from, all the people
Well, we made it out to Esoteric for the winter beater car show, and we brought our winter beater, the Audi RS3, dirty as can be. So we're gonna go inside, check out the Revuelto action. But look at the RS3, man, got the lip on it, looking crispy. But yeah, let's go check out what's going on with the Revuelto inside, see if people like the color selection and everything. Some cars up here. What's good, fam? Something sounding good. Stop playing Lambo doors, lift like limits we break and turn the key, hear the roar. Let's see what Sean's talking about. No handouts, no luck, so just walked in
positivity every day, make sure you get
Esoteric.
You remember where I'm from, all the peeps that I
came
with.
Revuelto out here. How you doing, man? Let's look at it. Looking pretty. Let's see what else I got in here. Nice and warm in here. Ferrari. Ferrari is that? What's good, son? How you doing, bro? Good, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you too, man. Local celebrity basketball player. That's clean right there. Ferrari. Hey, man, how you doing? Let's see.
Positivity every day. Make sure you get paid.
I don't know what model Porsche that is. Is that a speaker in the middle of it? That's one of them air-cooled engines. No fluids. It's clean. The engine is super clean. Yeah, Porsche. I'm not sure which kind of Porsche this is. Sick though. Damn, that's super clean on the inside. Man, them seats. Crazy. Nice. But yeah. Ferrari is super clean. 4x4 squared. Look at that color. Nice. Is that matte? Is that matte finish on there? Yeah, it looks like a matte finish with carbon, gloss carbon. Nice combination. Satin paint protection film. Yeah, I want to see what this sticker says. Alright, so there it is in the flesh. I think it looks good with that sticker. I like those wheels on the Corvette. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna have to find some more stuff to do. We'll go outside and see what other cars are outside.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Wheel Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Wheel Motivation and support Wheel. I'm supporting them. You do the same.